Good afternoon to everyone attending today's public hearing held by Panel B of the Prosecutor Vetting Commission. I am Virginia Moraro. I am the chairperson of this panel, and I declare this session open. The Prosecutor Vetting Commission is established and exercises its duties in line with Law number 252 of 2023 on the external evaluation of judges and prosecutors. This law establishes expressly that the Commission will undertake an ethical and financial evaluation of prosecutors who are mentioned under Article 3, Paragraph 1 of that law, and hold them subject to the evaluation. The panel holding this hearing consists of 3 members and was established for the evaluation of subjects in line with Article 15 of the mentioned law on the 31st of May 2024. Today, together with me, I have my colleagues Cornel Lebedynsky, present in the room, and Mr. Mantas Mikelionis, who is attending via video conference. This hearing is being conducted pursuant to the provisions of Article 16 of that law, as well as Commission's rules of procedure approved under the law number 252. The subject of today's hearing is Madam Irina Catan in her previous capacity of a prosecutor delegated prosecutor's office, who is a subject of evaluation under the Article 3, Paragraph 1, letter E, and Paragraph 3 of the aforementioned law. Also, the panel was and is assisted in its evaluation activity of Irina Catan by members of the Secretariat. This hearing is open to the public and members of the media. It is held with simultaneous interpretation between Romanian and English. Therefore, I would like to kindly ask all participants to slowly and clearly in order to ensure an accurate interpretation for the English and Romanian-speaking participants. Also, in line with Article 16, paragraphs 3 and 4 of law number 252, the hearing is recorded, video and audio. The recordings, again, in line with the Commission's rules of procedure, will be published on the website of the Commission within 3 days after the hearing. At the end of this hearing, Madam Catan, you will be given the opportunity to make a closing statement if you want to. I will start by briefly reviewing the evaluation process held by the panel with the support of Secretariat members regarding subject Irina Catan. The Commission initiated its evaluation process regarding the subject on 24th of May 2024 by notifying the subject by email and asking her to complete and return a declaration of assets and personal interests for the last 5 years, including a list of close persons who work in the judiciary, prosecution, and public service, as well as an ethics questionnaire as required expressly by Article 12, paragraphs 3 and 4 of Law number 252. Madam Catan, you provided to the Commission the documents that were requested in the notification being signed with the appropriate annexes within the established timeline on the 12th of June 2024. Also, in line with provisions of Article 12, paragraph 5 of the mentioned law, by submitting the declarations and the questionnaire referred before, the subject of evaluation declares under their own responsibility the veracity and completeness of the data submitted and consents to the processing of personal data. As a result of a random distribution of your evaluation file among the Commission's evaluation panels, according to the procedure established in Article 17 of the Commission's Rules of Procedure, your case was randomly assigned to Panel B. On 16th of August 2024, you were informed by an email that you are being evaluated by Panel B, and you were informed of your right to request the recusal of any Commission member if you want to do so. Madam Catan, you haven't requested, not on the notification date, not later on, you haven't requested the recusal of any Commission members. Also, during the evaluation, the Commission collected information regarding the subject and close persons in order to determine your compliance with the criteria of ethical and financial integrity as provided by Article 11 of the mentioned law. The Commission also obtained information from many other sources, such as the National Integrity Authority, Intelligence Service, General Prosecutor's Office, Supreme Council of Prosecutors, and many other public and private entities, as well as from open sources, financial institutions, and others. The panel assesses, evaluated all the information it obtained in terms of information's relevance and reliability for your evaluation. Therefore, with respect to issues or some lack of clarity that the panel found during the evaluation, you were asked multiple rounds of questions in order to clarify those issues. To this end, you were asked 4 rounds of clarification questions on 12th of June, 7th of July, 18th of August, and 12th of September of the current year. The subject, meaning you, answered in due time to all of these question rounds and provided the requested documents, except for round 2, for which you asked for the deadline to be extended for justified reasons, and the panel accepted that, and later on you answered all the questions that were asked. In line with Article 16, Paragraph 1 of the law and Article 28, Paragraph 2 of the Commission's Rules of Procedure, if, based on the information collected and reviewed, the panel does not have doubts about the subject's compliance with the integrity criteria, the panel shall send the subject a written notice and shall set a hearing not earlier than 10 days after that notice. The subject may decide whether to participate in the hearing or to refuse to participate in the hearing. Absent receipt of new information, the panel or the Commission will adopt an evaluation report recommending that the subject pass the evaluation. Therefore, on October 6th this year, the panel notified you about the hearing, and it did not find doubts about your ethical and financial integrity according to the criteria established under Article 11 of the law, which would have to be discussed during this hearing, and invited you to take part in today's hearing. You confirmed the receipt of the notification on the same date, and you confirmed the participation in today's hearing. You did not request to be provided with the evaluation file, and therefore the evaluation file was not provided to you by our Secretariat according to our rules of procedure. Madam Catan, based on what was mentioned so far, I would like to ask you 2 general questions. Firstly, do you wish to make any additions or do you have any corrections to the answers or the information that you have provided up until now to the Commission and the panel, to the question rounds that you were asked before? Good afternoon. The information I provided to the Commission are complete and accurate. Information is still up to date, and I don't have any additional information. Thank you. Your answers provided to the question rounds, as well as the information provided in the 5-year declaration and in the ethics questionnaire, are they correct and up to date? Yes, sure, they are correct and up to date. Thank you. Madam Catan, thus we conclude the evaluation of you as a subject. I would like to thank you for participating in the evaluation in this hearing. The panel will issue your report of evaluation report within at most 30 working days from the day of the hearing, but we'll try to do that as soon as possible to provide you that report and provide it to the Superior Council of Prosecutors. If you have any closing statement, please. First of all, I would like to thank the Commission for taking into account all the documents, information, and explanations that I provided during the entire evaluation process. The vetting process wasn't an just an institutional exercise for me. It gave me the opportunity to reflect about my personality and the commitment that I took when I started to work as a prosecutor. Completing the evaluation today without any serious doubts of the Vetting Commission means a confirmation for me for my fundamental values of integrity, transparency, and dedication to the law. I am confident that this is a step forward that builds trust of citizens in the prosecution service and in people that represent it. I would like to thank my family as they supported me during this entire process. That was quite difficult, and I would like to come with a message to support to all my colleagues and in the judiciary who go through the same process, and to wish them best of luck. I'm sure that by displaying professionalism and correctness, we will contribute to strengthening the prestige of law enforcement authorities and fulfilling high standards that we commit to when we start working in such positions. Madam Catan, we thank you too. We wish you a lot of success in your daily activity. I would like to thank all participants in today's activity, and I declare this hearing closed.